Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Choice Specs podcast.
Oh, we're mixing up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, we're not on the Choice Band podcast. We've evolved, we've adapted, we improve.
Welcome everybody in.
Choice Specs.
Today we are joined by Ibs. Ibs, tell them about yourself a
Hello.
little bit.
Hello, I'm Ibs. I've been a player of the Draft League since season two. I also have edited the last episode and probably this episode. That's really all I can say about me for now. If you want
Thank
to
you.
take it away, PB.
Yeah, I'll take it away. Ibs didn't mention Ibs is also the season 3 champion, but this is going to be a non-draft league episode. We will mix those in every once in a while. That'll be like 3 or 4 down the line. We're going to get into that. But today we're going to kind of start with last podcast episode because as I'm recording this, we put it out about a day ago. What I
Yeah, it's
say?
been a day and a half, I think, actually.
Yeah, okay, so we're slowly approaching 2 days because it was really funny because we went back and forth trying to get this episode edited for, like, a week.
Yeah, it took forever, and that's mainly on me actually, because I've been sitting on the pod. I was sitting on the podcast for a while.
It's one of those things where you gotta try to figure out how to do it, and it's like, we've never, like, fully edited something like this before, and also on top of
Yeah.
the normal, workload we have from Instagram, it's kind of a pain to get this stuff figured out. So, he sent me the f okay, actually, we'll go back a little bit, I sent you a message at was it noon? My time, at least. So about 6 AM yours, and I was like, "Hey, can we get this done by 8 o'clock tonight so I can get this posted?" And you're like, "Sure, I
Yeah.
got you." Fast forward to 10:30 that night for me, so what time is that for you?
10:30 at night. Would that be? Wait, is that when it got done?
Yeah, no,
That would
that
have been.
wait, no,
That would have been two for me, I think.
it was 11 when I got done. So it was like 3 something for you, like, you were up all day trying to edit this
Yeah.
poor thing.
Yeah. I finished it at like 3:45, I think,
That's
and then
3
I exported it, and I could not find it for the life of me, which added even more like stress to the situation.
Yeah, so you're sleep deprived, you can't find the file. He texts me and he's like, I got it. Let me look for the file." And it's like 5 minutes of silence. And I'm like, "Did the file corrupt?" I was like, "What happened to it?"
I mean, like, even if it corrupted, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing because I would just have to export it again. But like, still, that would have been just annoying.
You know,
Very annoying.
it would have been really bad because it's like you spent all day doing this. You said you already lost some time on the podcast beforehand.
Yeah, I had spent 2 hours editing. I'd done around 20, 30 minutes worth of like content. So that's like just under a third of it, which is like quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then my electricity went out, which, I hadn't saved, electric went out. That's a third of podcast just gone. And that was like a setback. Kind of annoying, but we get
Was
it done
that
eventually.
was that on Tuesday or was that beforehand?
That was on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah,
So on the day that
yeah,
you
that was today.
finalized it, you lost 2 hours and then also spent so many hours on it. That is horrible.
Yeah, like it's been a learning experience though. Like,
No, it was really funny. So I get the file sent over to me. I gotta work the next morning. It's 11 for me, and I'm like, okay, let me look at this. I gotta type a description half awake, and then also plug it onto Instagram, which was the hardest part because I only spelled one word wrong, which I was impressed with. And I was just reading the description of the podcast, and I have first uncapitalized, and then a line under it I have it capitalized. So I don't know what was going through my head. I will rewrite that if I remember to. It
I
was a
mean,
mess getting it
let that
out.
happen.
Yeah, it just was such a relief finally getting that out because we talked about it for like a good week and a half. Oh, hey, let's get this podcast. And then I was like, this is gonna take a while.
It really did take a while, and part of that was like I don't want to say laziness because that really like sells me not short, but sells me yeah sells me kind of short, I guess. But it was partially laziness and then partially I wasn't able to use the file you sent me at first because it was an MKV file, I believe,
Yeah,
and some of the
OBS
people
sends out
export that.
those ones. I think you can go into your OBS settings, or I can, and you can change what file it outputs.
Yeah, I spoke to one of my friends about that, and he was telling me how you can have it export both, so that would be helpful.
It seems like a lot
Like
of
I
storage
now have,
though.
yeah, I do have like a like application now that converts it for me, which
That's
is nice.
good. I know you're
But yeah,
saying you're gonna sell yourself short, but I'll add on to that. It's also your first time using Premiere, You said?
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. I'm using this as like an excuse to finally like learn Premiere Pro, which it's it's intriguing, I will say.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
It's
intriguing.
it's very, what's the word, intimidating, like loading into it for the first time. But like it's not like I'm using it for anything too extensive. Like for the podcast, it's really just plot any sentences and that's it. And what I'm currently working on is like doing the music as well.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Like,
as we're recording this, the YouTube version of the podcast is not out yet, and it's been a day and a half, which I think is kinda funny.
yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Eventually. I'm not too pressed about it because it kinda makes more people go over to Spotify. Well, the reason you put it on Spotify before you put it on YouTube is to try to get views in both spots. Because there's podcasts I
Yeah.
watch where I will listen to it off Spotify at work, and then I'll come home and I'll watch it again a few days later, just getting those extra views. So hopefully that'll work out for us.
Yeah, hopefully. I was gonna say I would have really loved to like get everything done for the Spotify, like audio and like music. Like I'm not too pressed about it at the current moment. But we can just keep that for YouTube, and then we'll see how it works from there. You know.
Yeah, I know how you mean. I'm kind of indifferent to it because the intro for the first episode, I said listened to it at 11:30. I'm like, oh crap, this sucks. I'm like, I'm too deep.
Mhm.
I'm like, he's already going to bed. I am calling it a night. I'm posting it. I put a disclaimer on Discord when I just posted the link, but that is about all I'm doing for that.
I mean, like we say it kind of sucked, but it could have been way worse. Let's be honest.
Oh, it could have
It
been way
really could
worse.
have.
File could have been lost. Oh, okay, I remember what I was gonna say. So you're talking about editing. Beforehand, funny enough, we both independently use the same exact editor for our
Yeah.
videos for Instagram. It was Clipchamp. Editor, can you throw a photo of Clipchamp up now so you can see what it looks like? Because it's a pretty basic one. Microsoft just recently, like I think 2 or 3 years ago, they started changing out Windows Movie Maker for this. So it comes pre-installed on most Windows now.
Yeah, it is very basic, but like that's what makes it so good for like the Instagram stuff. Instagram, like the Instagram videos, you're not like heavily editing. It's just get it in, get it out, you're done.
Yeah, no, you don't have to do much with it. And the really nice thing I actually prefer over Clipchamp is the fact that when you crop an image, it crops it a lot nicer than other stuff does. Like CapCut, I did not like the way it did it, and a few other ones I tested. Like their crop feature was not good. It blurred it when they zoomed it in and other little things like that. Because my Clipchamp, there's something wrong with it. Like it green screens half of the files if I'm in the program too long.
Yeah, no, it really does do that, which is the
Okay, so that's
exact
not
reason
just
I didn't
me.
want.
So that's
Yeah,
just how Clipchamp works.
yeah, like that's the whole reason I was like, oh, let me learn Premiere Pro for the podcast because I couldn't sit through what an hour and 40 minutes of footage
In a green
and
screen,
having
you're
green screen halfway through. Yeah,
oh, the worst thing is when it the file freezes, but it keeps playing, so then it's like a freeze frame, and I have to guess when the file would end to cut it. Well, the good
yeah.
thing for
Oh my God.
Instagram is the videos are a minute and a half max typically, so it doesn't take a lot, but also at the same time, it's a huge pain when it's 10:30 at night, I am half awake, I've been up all day, and I have to edit 4 videos for the next day.
No, this is really true. Because like my biggest issue with it is when I'm doing the transition between the end of the game and the like bracket image, I like to have a little like 1 second transition, make it look like a little bit nice, a little bit like impressive, you know, fancy.
And make it look
But then
better.
it, yeah, but then it freeze framing really throws off the timing, and like it's really not a huge deal. It can be like a second or two off. But, like I don't know, I really care about that for some reason.
Yeah, no. Anyway, moral of the story, don't use Clipchamp. It sucks. Please learn anything
Yeah,
else. Pay for something nicer. End of the day, please. We should probably move on because we're spent the first 10 minutes of this podcast talking about last podcast.
this
Which
is the podcast episode. We'll be talking
yeah,
exclusively about last episode's podcast.
so we're gonna every other podcast we actually just gonna listen and commentate over the last one and see what dumb things we did and point out all of our flaws.
Yeah, and then we like listen to like the commentary of the commentary, and it just keeps going until like
Yeah, no, and all the files are gonna loop at the same time too, so you're not gonna know which one is
yeah,
us and which one is the actual video.
yeah. No, this is true. That would be a pain to edit, and I would refuse to edit it, but we are doing it anyways.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're doing that anyway. I think that'll be a fun bonus type of content thing where reacting back to these first podcast episodes, like this one right here, would be a great benchmark in 6 months when we have our gears down for this, where we seriously had no clue what we were doing.
Yeah, no, that would be like it would be really great to like look back on it and be like, oh wow, me specifically. I am going to look back on this like, wow, my mic really did suck.
If you call it out now, you don't have to complain about it. I see that.
Yeah, complain now, so future me has less work to do.
Yeah, hopefully that editor money will be rolling in soon and you can buy yourself a nice mic.
Yeah,
So I have a good segue and kind of what we were just talking about, like looking back at videos. I feel that way looking back at the first Instagram videos because they are really rough. If people have scrolled
yeah,
back down to Battle 1, I did things really dumb. First of all, the crop, I didn't just use the image. I used like part of the Showdown logo. And I used a really weird font because on Instagram, I use the default words for it. I know maybe it's not default,
yeah.
but like once you click on it, it defaults it. So every time when you click on it, it does that.
Well, it's like the skinny one, right?
Yeah, it's a skinny,
Like
smaller
the
one. I don't
yeah.
remember what it's called. I don't have my phone on me at the moment to pull it up. But like I use like 4
I
different
figured it out.
fonts. I had 4 different fonts for the first few, and then I recorded the first okay, I think 40 battles where I recorded it in the first time, like I didn't watch the replay. So every time I would click metronome, it would flash up on the screen all the moves that metronome can't use.
Yeah, because I went through the TikTok not too long ago. The newer TikTok videos are appearing on my view page, and it does not help that I keep reposting them. So they just keep reappearing, and like I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
like,
I saw that you liked
though
one,
it's
and
like, wait, continue, sorry.
I said I saw how you liked one. When I was on my phone yesterday, I said I got a TikTok notification. I'll loop back into TikTok because I recently just started posting on there, and I forgot how much fun it is to like have a small account and like build it up. But okay, so going back to early days of the Instagram videos, like honestly, like they're really bad to watch now, and like I'll see people comment logo redact video one, they're like, I can't wait to binge all of this. I'm like, you don't want to. Like the first 45 suck. Like realistically, it wasn't until I got a comment and the person was like, "Hey, you should just like record the replay." And I was like, "That's a good idea." It's not that I didn't think of it. It was more of the fact that I didn't want to spend the time double watching a video, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, no, fully.
Yeah. So it definitely made the video quality really nice. I remember when I edited the first few like that, but I already had a backlog. I was like, I was so excited to like get the nicer content out. I was like, okay, these are gonna look so much better. But it's yeah, that's one of those things where I look at it and I'm like, I'm really glad, like, I have that, like, little capture of the past where I'm like, "Wow, these got so much better." And even now, as we are into the Ibs era, of you're, like, adding photos and little things on it, which are making them a little better. My favorite edit you did is when that one mon, I forget, I think it was in the Pup Cup, missed, like, 4 or 5 moves in a row, and you kept putting the miss on screen.
Yep.
That's one of
Also,
my f Go ahead.
yeah, also I really enjoyed that. I had sound effects as well, but I don't think it played because of like the Instagram audio, which I was really sad about because like it took me so long to like get the sound effect playing at the right time.
Oh, no. It's really
Yeah.
weird with it because you can hear audio through it. There's a few times I've actually posted a video and I forgot to mute my audio as I was recording it. So I remember we ended up finding it, and it was just like you hear my YouTube just playing in the background. It was really funny, but
Like
sometimes it can
it's
cut
starting to work
through.
now.
You just have to make it loud. That could be something we test if you just want to like blare the audio so like it can go over the music. Either that or it'll just hurt someone's ears and they'll comment about it for engagement.
Like, oh boy, this editor sucks. We should like reduce his pay. Like,
Yeah.
jokes on you, I don't get that.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get paid yet. He's in the intern phase right now. Or like how
Yeah.
Chillin would type hashtag pay the editors more when he's not an editor. I thought it was really funny. YouTube
Yeah,
started
that's really funny.
Instagram started auto hiding his comments because he said it so much. I didn't even have to do anything about it. It just says, "Would you like to unhide it?" And so I just left him.
So you're silencing him. Who boy. Justice for me, justice for chillin'.
Yeah, just yeah, no justice for him. Or like when people say hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby, it's been said so much now that it gets hidden most of the time. I have to unhide them.
Oh wow.
It's been doing that for months because that's one of the most common things said in the comments.
Speaking of like hydrogen bomb versus coffin baby, I am very disappointed in it was the low kicks versus Cosmoem, I think it was. It was that video, and like I made it abundantly clear. This is hydrogen bomb versus coffin baby, and coffin baby won. And no one commented on it.
No
Like
one did.
I don't think anyone did. Like last time I checked, they didn't. Because like I checked that entire day up on that video because I was really happy with that one. Let me just try find it now actually.
It's pretty recent. It should still be up there. Let's see.
There's chillin' with give me a raise. Low kicks, what the heck was that? I think it's funny how little Cosmo and Heavy Slam did. Low kicks, expensive assignment. Yeah, they keep talking about the bar itself. They just haven't. Oh, there we go. Someone's finally said coughing baby over hydrogen bomb. Like one person out of everyone mentioned it.
Kind of crazy how only one person ended up mentioning it.
No one really like engages with it as much as like I thought they would, you know?
Yeah.
And like I want to go back to like adding more. Like I haven't for the last couple because like the last couple have been very rushed and just very get it out there before I go sleep.
Yeah, no, and like
But
your sleep is like when I go to sleep, which is really funny because it's a 6 hour difference, but we go to bed at the same
yeah,
time basically.
yeah, that's a really huge problem that I should be working on, but
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not.
I like it. You should keep it.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Personally.
like my average night ends, average day ends at like anywhere from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And then if I'm really, really busy, like with the podcast, 4 a.m.
Yeah. Don't worry,
most days.
we'll get those numbers up so he's up later. Don't worry.
Funny enough, I consistently wake up really, really early, around like 8, 9-ish, to force myself to go back to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll text me before I get up in the next morning. Because like you go to bed like an hour before me, and then like at 5 or 4 a.m. for me, I have a text from you. I'm like, shouldn't you be sleeping? Because you've been up all night.
Yeah, I should be, because like I'll wake up, I'll like go through my phone, do my little texts to like everyone for 5, 10 minutes, and then I just go back to sleep. Because like there's no point of me being up that early.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's weird. Some nights I wake up and I'll respond to some random messages, and I wonder if people think I'm crazy. Because like was it a few nights ago? I woke up and I responded to Papel at 2 a.m. He probably was pretty concerned, but who knows?
But yeah, sleep schedule was horrible. But it works out for us, like this little arrangement, because as I'm about to go bed, you're about to go bed, I can just like check out things last minute, like, hey, is there anything else you need from me before I retire for tonight?
Or it's like I'm about to head to bed and I'm like, crap, we forgot this, so I have to ping him 12 times. Like, hey, we missed something. I'm like, do I need to cover this one or do you need to do it?
So also the pings are like slightly ineffective because I have my Discord notifications off. I've had them off for years. I don't understand how people have them on.
Oh,
I
I've never had pings on before. I don't even know how to turn them on.
I think I might start turning them on for the like the Instagram server specifically, and
Yeah.
that's it.
No, I would
Because
turn
like,
on
that's like
there because that's the
terrible.
important one where I will ping you at, and it's like, oh hey, what do we do about this? I've stopped
Yeah.
pinging you when I have like new videos dropped in there because I'm like, you'll figure it out because you're always on, you're exploring.
Yeah, I am exploring. Like I saw like not this backlog, but the one before. I was like, oh great, more work. Woohoo.
Yeah, you were so excited about it.
Yeah.
It's slowly
Like no,
changed. You're now
unironically
like,
though. Like I was unironically kind of excited.
because it gave something to do, or
Yeah, just like it gave me something to do. And then I just didn't do it anyways.
yeah, no, you held it off, and then the night before it goes out, you're like, okay, let's do this real quick.
Yeah. But I find it really funny how like when I first started, I was like very excited to like get content out and I had so much done. And now as it's like gone on, it's like dropped off a little bit. I'm still excited. I'm still happy to be here. It's
Yeah.
just I'm a lot less not less motivated, but like it gets less gets done.
Yeah, so I feel like this is a really good there's probably some study on this, there's some psychological effect, but in the time I've been doing this account, I have went through that probably 4 or 5 times, where
Yeah.
I have been so excited to make videos, it drops off for a month, and I barely slide by, like, night 10:30, 11, I'm getting the videos out and then falling asleep, like, 10 minutes later. And then after a little bit, something clicks, and then I'm like, I get excited, and I'm like, I get a week's worth of videos done in one day. Like,
Yeah.
it's something about probably just my mental or my mood or how I'm feeling for the time, because like I can grind out tons and like it just goes back and forth. I feel like you've hit your first drop after this because we're about to hit three weeks in the Ibs era, closer to a month, I believe.
Yeah, it's just under a month, yeah. Which like speaking of like how long it's been, I've just done my 100th video for the Instagram,
Oh,
which is really
really?
cool.
Which one was it?
So it was meant to be Dozogiri 4, but I misread the schedule. So it was actually I think Little Bug Cup 30, which is a really insane game to like
Oh, that game
cap
was
it off
so
on.
good. I'm so excited for that
That game
one.
was really
That
good,
one's
yeah.
coming out. Oh, this video doesn't matter, but it's coming out Friday night. Oh, yeah,
So that's
you can spoil
fair
it
enough,
right
yeah.
now because it's already been out. If yeah, it'll have been
What?
out already because this won't be coming out till Tuesday night. Hopefully, I pray, please, please, Ibs.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, that game ended on Mind Blown, right?
Is it mind blow? It was something crazy. I pinged you in the channel. I was like, "Ibs,
Yeah, you
look at
did.
this." I was like, "Ibs, look at this game," or
Like it was
something.
either mind blown or explosion or something, and it was all for ones were dead, and I thought that was really cool.
Okay, I'm pulling the game up right now. Let me look. Let me mute my sound.
Wait, let me rewatch that game as well, 'cause I did it this morning, I think. I think it was this morning. Like, it's gotten so bad, I actually don't know what days are what
Yeah,
anymore.
no, it ends on a mind blown. Shoma and Lediba are both about to die. Both got poisoned. Larvesta is struggling into him, and Larvesta leaves Torment, mind blows, kills Shelmet, and then dies first. Like, it was amazing, and I can't wait for the grand final reset to see who actually wins this, because these two teams are literally stacked. Larvesta and
Yeah.
Sizzlepede were perfect for each other because they're both the fire bugs.
Yeah, like, it's crazy how it worked out for them.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I like how
because
Silpede's Firebug and then Lavatis Bug Fire, so, like,
oh, there's
it's
a
like
little bit of difference on them.
there's a little bit of difference. Like, it makes no actual impact, but it's like a nice little poetic thing, you know?
Yeah, it's like they complement each other instead of just like mirroring each other, which is
Yeah.
kind of poetic. I don't know if they're winning or not. As we record this, I haven't actually done that battle yet. I don't think I have. No, I don't. I don't
Like,
think I have that battle yet.
it's not in the stock, so I don't have access to it.
Yeah, so I gotta record that. That's gonna be a really fun one. I hope it's another good battle because these two had an amazing first battle.
Yeah.
To see who's gonna win this. This kind of sucks though. Little Bug Cuffs, so much fun, and I know people loved it, and it was gone for about 6 months.
Little Bug Cup has been one of my favorite things to work on, but at the same time, I kind of despise it because of how long it takes. Like every
Yeah.
other like format takes a minute and a half max. Then Bug Cup goes on for like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on average.
Yeah, the 2v2s, they take a long time. The worst is when you do triple battles. I haven't had you do any of those yet, but those can go on for 2 to 4 minutes. They
Yeah,
drag
and
on, and that's sped up.
yeah, also the 4v4s I've done. I think I've done two or three already. Those take a while as well.
Well, also one thing is they kill each other really quickly though, because it's 4 mons, the odds of them all just being super aggressive is really high. Because when you're in a single 1v1, the odds of you going 2 or 3 turns without doing anything is pretty likely. But when you have 4 moves pulled a turn, and you can tack every single mon where you can't really hit your ally. It just you find out it's a lot more hyper offense than typical 1v1 main series is. The free for alls, I'm kind of excited for it. It should be a lot of fun. We just dropped the Tauros in that
Oh,
Rosser
yeah.
wanted. So shout out Rosser for your idea. That video I haven't watched yet. That one will be out in a few days.
Speaking of that game, as the podcast was starting, so also I just played my. It was quarterfinals, right? Well, no, I just called where I was losing. It's my bad. And I was accidentally signed in on Bracket Trainee, and we just signed into that account and started the Taurus video. And because of that, I was forcibly dragged into it, and I think that was really funny. So I was just casually watching that
Oh
while
really?
commenting on the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's why
kind
I
of
had that
funny.
like.
What was it a
Mhm.
good one or?
Yeah, it was a really good one.
Yeah.
Like that game was insane.
I have a fun idea. We should do a free for all tournament where we get tons of
Yeah,
duos. Well, maybe we do it like similar like Pup Cup or like second stage water or just something weird like that where we randomly put mons in it and then you see who wins because it'll be a lot quicker than a typical bracket.
I mean we've got Paint Cup and Cat Cup that we could do for that.
Yeah, we could possibly we have a lot of backlog sitting there. We got probably 4 or 5 mini series ready to just pull the trigger on once we're ready for it. And we're about to, because
Yeah,
Bug Cup's about to end. Dozo Cup will probably be ending soon. And
yeah, that.
yeah, and Fossil Cup is starting to get its legs in as we do this. So it's really funny because this is gonna really date this video because we're only talking about what just happened. I mean, fingers crossed that this comes out on time. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed, please.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if your power goes
I mean,
out
like,
again.
I've learned a little bit more, so it shouldn't take as long, hopefully.
Yeah, no, the first episode will always be the worst because this will be the one you're slowest with, learning how to do things, realizing that you don't need to cut every little pause out of it. Just little stuff like that you just learn as you go. Because I've edited a few things. Like on YouTube, I edited the game show that me, Cam, Wubs, Splop, and Chris did. but then also I've edited like mock little podcasts with Chris, and
Yeah.
cutting every single little thing out was annoying, but also it's kind of nice because I got to cut all the like the bad jokes I made or like something stupid. I'm like, okay, the world doesn't need to see this one, or that bit went on
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. We didn't need to talk about being at the dentist or some odd things like that.
Yeah, no, true. I will say that as I was editing like the podcast, the first like 30, 40 minutes were like heavily cut, I would say. Because I was like, that's where I was going through, like, oh, this needs to go, this needs to go, this needs to go. But then towards the end, I kind of like eased up a bit. I was like, we can like keep it a bit more. And I don't know how much of that was like me easing up and how much of it was like, oh, I'm tired. I don't, I want to get this done now.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's definitely your perfectionist, like falling asleep. You're like, I just need this done. Yeah, no, I don't blame you for that at all. I was literally told you were texting me as you're editing it. You're like, this takes so long, and you're like, every cut. I'm like, please don't do every cut. I'm like, as much as I'd love that, like, I would rather get more of these out and have some slight pauses, like we've had in this episode. I hope, for example, editor keeps those in. Just like little
Oh,
things.
I'll be
Yeah,
getting rid of all of them.
he's gonna get rid of all of them. He's actually gonna cut out this
Yeah.
right here. This didn't happen. So I feel like that took us on a slight bit of a tangent where we've literally talked about nothing but stuff we do behind the scenes for half an hour. Let's talk a little bit about you, Ibs. So a lot of people don't know a ton about you because well, they know of your name because you'll say some dumb things in the chats, but
Yeah.
on the Discord at least, but a lot of others don't. Do you want to give a little bit about you so some people can learn? Kind of like what I did for Papel in last episode.
Yeah, sure, I'd be glad to. But like, I don't have as much to say as Pavel did. It's like he's a really interesting person from like what I edited. Whereas for me, there's not too much going on. Like, obviously, I'm Ibs. I won season 3. That was cool. Uh,
Luke,
what do I even do? Like, I do bike riding. That's really cool. That's one thing I do. I've been like trying to cook more. I've been like trying to learn like new recipes, like how to like actually live alone. And yeah, that's really it. I've just finished my first year of university. I'm doing game design, which is like one of the cooler things about me, I feel. Like,
um, let's talk about game design a little bit. I know that you had a passion for this, and we've had some conversations in the past. What kind of games interest you the most to play, to make, and stuff like that?
um, one thing you will learn when like studying the discipline is that what you want to play is not what you'll be making. Like I've got one tutor, Martin, and he like heavily tells us this because he said that his most successful game that he's done was a Barbie kart racer, I think it was. No, it's a Barbie horse game. That's what it was. And he has no interest in Barbie at all. But like that's what did the best for him. In the industry, you'll never be working on what you want to work on unless it's like a passion project or like an indie company. Like what would interest me? Like I love platformers. I love RPGs. Those are like my two bread and butter game genres.
Yeah. I'll say real quickly for the video watchers, Ibs is gonna put on screen a few screenshots or like a few seconds of footage of the games he's made. If you want to like comment on them a little bit as they show it real quick, you can. But if not, we can just play it.
Oh yeah, sure. I've got I'd say 3 games that I'm like quite passionately proud of. I've got the first game I did that like I'm proud of from college, which was I've showed you this, and
Yeah,
like there's gonna be footage on screen. It was it was like a not hack and slash because it was really fucking basic. It was like a boss rush where you play as a guy with a sword, you beat 3 bosses, you have like dodge rolls. It was like a Souls like, but really shit. But I am quite proud of how that came out. It could have been way better because like again, I've got the issue of it takes me a while to get stuff started. So that got done in what 3 4 days. But yeah, I'm quite proud of that. In university, I've done 2 games I'm proud of now. I've got the clicker game, which is Kirby Clicker. I really love Kirby. Like that's one thing about me that you'll learn if you ever speak to me. That series has me in a chokehold, and it's not even funny. So like for the assignment, they're like, "Hey, make a clicker game, like similar to Cookie Clicker, but you can do whatever theme you want." So I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, Kirby!" So that was there. That was just a bunch of basic math for the coding, and like it was just like on button click, increase variable by 1. Oh, if you purchase this upgrade, sorry, minus 400 from your overall score variable, but then have it so the plus variable does like plus 5 instead of plus 1. So that was like really easy to do, but like also quite stressful. because we had to make a document for it as well. So that took up a while. And then the third game I'm really proud of, not really proud of, but like quite proud of, is a 2D platform I made. It could have been way better, I will say. It's quite short, but like that's all they really want from a short platformer. Like get to the end. I made some of my own assets for that, so I'm really proud of that. Oh, before I forget, wow. I mentioned it to you and no one else, I don't think. But I entered a game jam with a friend from uni
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, and we made a game called what was it called again?
Don't ask me.
Clocking Ahead. There we go. It was called Clocking Ahead, and you spend 5 days like doing tasks around the office, so like replying to emails or filling up the boxes and stuff like that. And I did a lot of the design work for that, and I'm really happy with that, how that came out. Oh, I never told you the standing that we came. There were 20 participants, and we came fifth place.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Can I ask
like
you a question
I
about the
am.
game jam real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Did you do an office one because you wish you had a job, or was it more of their idea?
Oh, so it's a mix of both, honestly, because it's a mix of both because like the theme that we were giving was clocking ahead. Oh, the game's called Clocking Out, and the theme was clocking ahead.
Okay, okay, I get that.
So, and the way we interpreted that, we had like a bunch of different ideas that we bounced off each other. And the one we stuck with is, oh, you're clocking ahead, as in like you're clocking out and you're like trying to push ahead to like get the promotion. And like that's what you do in the game. You like do jobs around the office to like hopefully get a promotion. But yeah, that I'm really happy with that came out. And I am happy with fifth. But some of the games that placed above us, I do not like. Like, I don't know if I should like even like say what games placed above because that feels really mean and bullying. But there was one that came fourth that I played like before we uploaded our game, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of bad. Like I broke it in like 3 different ways. I was like, yeah, this sucks, and it still placed above us. So you
Anyway,
know,
call them out. Give me all the people's full names who worked on it.
all right, but nah. But yeah, I think another issue, not issue, but like factor in us not getting fifth and like any higher maybe was because obviously it was hosted on itch.io, and itch is one of itch's things is that a lot of the games can be played in the browser. So a lot of the participants, like everyone that ranked above us, you could play their game in browser. Where our game we had to like download it because it was made in Unreal. So I think that hurt our odds slightly, but like not too much. Also, I
Yeah.
will say a lot of the games that like did get uploaded, they all like interpreted the theme in like very similar ways. Like I said, we interpret it as like clocking in and out for a shift. Everyone else like mainly associated with time, so like the movement of time or like pausing time, making go forward or backwards. And like, we did have that idea, don't get me wrong, but then we also thought, hey, let's like not do that because that's what a lot of people are going to do.
Yeah, that's fair. A little bit of reflection we can do back at it. Looking back at the week you spent on that game jam, I believe, around then, what did you learn that you were going to use next time when you do one?
Um, so that is a really good question. So obviously I'm studying game design, and so is the guy that I did it with. However, he did all the programming stuff because he knows a lot more Unreal Engine than I do. Like he's really good at it when it comes to like Unreal.
He's Unreal.
Um, yeah, he's really Unreal at Unreal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that joke's definitely getting cut out. Oh boy. But yeah, so he handled the programming side of things. I handled the design aspect. So I did the level design, like so we came up with the concept together. He did the implementation, I did the like level design, interaction design, and just like overall the, like how things would work, sort of thing, right?
Okay, yeah, I get you.
And what I would learn from like what I've taken from that is like again, I'm like a really big perfectionist. So like I spent way longer on the level design than I should have, just because I want to make everything as good as it could be. And like it got to a point where like it was getting like not late, but like I was like, oh, I have to send this to him. Hey, here's what I've done. It's kind of shit. I've not finished it. What do you think? And he's like, oh, this is perfectly fine. This is like more than enough. It's like I feel like I should work on like accepting that things are done instead of like trying to add more. Because like again, it's only a week. Like there was not a lot of time to like get stuff done.
Yeah, no, it gives you a time crunch.
Yeah, but then again, I work not exceptionally well, but like I work quite well under crunch,
That's a
like to
good
the
thing,
point where I
though.
can't work without it.
You've been in university, so you have practice with it.
Yeah. Speaking of university, the submissions weeks, both weeks in a row, horrible for me. First submissions week was really bad because I had very little work on any of my projects. Everything got done that week, and I stayed up basically back to back to back all nighters to get everything done. That week, generally one of the worst like mental weeks for me in my life. It got so bad, I made noodles and chips. I am going to flash this image on screen, and I'll send it to you as well.
Okay,
I
please
have
do
not been
that.
able to live this one down. Like, if I can even find the image, because I sent it to one of my friends, right? Because I'm like, oh, I'm struggling. Look at the struggle. And then instead of being a good friend and me like, oh, you poor thing, he sent it to everyone else, and they all laughed at me, and they still do. It's been over half a year.
That sounds like a true friend right there.
I mean, true. Same friend stayed up with me a couple days later, all night, just to make sure I could like survive. So I'm very like thankful for that. But dude, fuck you for noodles and chips. Oh wait, I should be saying noodles and fries because chips for you guys are crisps, and then fries are chips. Ah, it's so confusing and stupid, and just why can't we just all speak English?
Yeah, but I speak true English, and then you have that fake stuff.
This is false actually.
You
For like
literally
Arabic,
you
that's
literally use pounds. Your opinion is invalid.
uh, isn't the pound like stronger than the dollar? Aren't we winning in that respect?
Who knows?
I'm pretty sure we are.
It's way
But
more
like,
complicated than how the dollar is because you got like shillings and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, no, it's true.
So I want to go back on what we were talking about. Well, because we were talking about the game jam, and I actually reflect on it. What kind of stuff are you hoping to do in your personal life with games? Has this game jam inspired you to like work on more games yourself?
Yeah, it has actually, because at the time I was approached to do the game jam, I was already thinking of doing my own personal project because I said to myself, hey, I'm going to take 1 month off after I finish my assignments and submit everything. I'll take 1 month off to like truly relax, unwind. And then after that 1 month, I want to make a game. When I originally like said that, the original idea was to like do a 3D platformer. Because I feel like that's a really good way to like express creative outlook, you know? Because like it's free open space. You can like fine tune the physics to like however you want, level design, just everything's so free. And I do plan on doing that very soon, like before university starts back up.
How long do you got till university starts back up?
Um, I've got 3 months, I believe.
Oh, really? That's a while.
Yeah, because we get just under 5 months off, I believe, because finish in we finish in like late April and we start again in like mid to late September.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, that is really nice. Like it
That
kind of
sounds
makes
like
up
it.
because like we only do like at least my uni, we only do 2 trimesters out of the three. So we have 3 trimesters. But if you pass all your assignments in trimester 1 or 2, trimester 3 is just holiday. That third trimester is only there
Okay,
if you
so
failed anything.
it can be longer, but you just don't have to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Speaking of, I almost had to do it. I almost had to do it, which is really like stressful. Like
It only
what
gets
ended up
better.
happening? Yeah. Like what ended up happening was I was doing my last assignment at 3 a.m. Finished it. I was like, oh, I'm really happy with this. Let me submit it. And in my sleep deprived state, I submitted the wrong assignment. Like no, I submitted like a blank document that had like the instructions for the assignment and not the assignment itself. And that assignment was worth 40% of the module. So I failed that module. I got 27% and the pass mark is 40. But my two grades from last trimester and this trimester averaged out to 41%, which is 1% above a pass.
That's really lucky.
Yeah, I was told originally that I would have to resit because they only consider that if you get 35% or over. But then literally yesterday, I got email saying, hey, I lied to you. You passed.
That's good. I'm glad you don't have to worry about if you passed or not months later.
Yeah. I'm like, to be fair, I don't think I would have had to work too hard anyways because I had done the assignment. It just had to like get submitted right away?
I know what you mean.
But yeah, like it was a good learning. Like I say this a lot. Everything in my life is a good learning experience. Like
Yeah, it's a great experience. It
I'm now
can
learning.
help you learn.
Yeah,
So I'll let you segue now. This is your turn. I've been doing most of it.
fine. I'll segue. Yeah, like this is the PB podcast, and I feel like I've spoken way too much about me.
Well,
What
it's
about you,
okay
CP?
though. Well, at the beginning it was more back and forth, and now it's just kind of learning about you before we move into the next part of it.
Yeah, like staying on the topic of me. Like I know I've mentioned game design because most of me at this point, right?
Yeah.
It's just game
You love
design. I
games.
bike really. Yeah, I love games. Like it's an issue. Like if I'm not working on games, I'm playing games, and if I'm not playing games, then I'm watching a video essay on games, which is like I really should get a new hobby, huh?
Going right now. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Like no, like genuinely, if it wasn't for working on like the PB stuff, I would not be a very productive person right now.
Really?
You know, like generally, this is giving me something to do this past summer. So like, I'm glad that I've got something out of it. You know?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad because it was by happenstance that I even had you do this because I was like, "Hey, anybody want to help me out with some videos?" And you just randomly fired it. I'm like, "Okay, Ibs, you're doing this," and then you were just like 100% up for it.
Yeah.
So like I
So,
half volunteered you, and then you like instead of like just getting in the deep end or in the shallow end, you jumped right into the deep end of it, and you're like, "Okay, let's get all this," and you started like, getting. We were a week out on videos right away, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" But we haven't gotten back there in about a few weeks.
like we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we will. I believe so.
Yeah. Like like you said, I'm like in the funk of it right now, where it's like I'm just like barely pushing. Like give it a couple of days, and
Yeah,
then
get
like we'll be back.
Yeah, no, we're getting close. I feel like one of these days we need to both just like edit and like we take turns on which videos we edit and then just like get like a week worth because right before we started this cast, I was drafting up next week's video schedule and I'm about done with it. Yeah, so I'm bringing back the Venipede thing that I sent you about
Yeah,
and then yeah, we got
I
a
think
few
that's
up.
really cool.
Yeah. No, it was really funny. Someone sent me a DM last night. They're like, "Hey, bring back this little series." And I was like, I was half awake, so I just sent it was a screenshot. I said, "Hey, please, secretary, remember this."
Like it's a good thing that you sent that to me because like if you just said it and didn't send me the screenshot, I would have 100% pulled up.
Also,
Like
sending
you
the
just said it
screenshot
so quick.
made me remember though, because it's something that I don't
Yeah.
typically do. I just thought it was funny. I was like, "Oh, here, secretary, take this, please."
Yeah, you DM me like that a lot. Like, hey, secretary, do this. Hey, like assistant, I need you.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the time. Very busy.
Like, I don't have a job title now. Think about it. I'm just wherever you need to be at that moment.
Yeah, no, you're basically just the right hand man at this point. You just do
Yeah.
whatever help I need, and then I'll be like, okay, what? And I try to help a little bit because like I feel bad giving you all the workload, but like you wanted it. I was like, I'll still edit stuff, and you guys wanted to do the main series videos, and I pushed away and I said, hey, I'll at least still do these.
I feel like I'm starting to like try take over your position,
No, you
and I find that
slowly
really
are.
funny.
Yeah, it's actually gonna
Like, I
be
slowly are,
you're
yeah.
gonna be in my will. It's gonna have my Instagram password and my Discord password, and I'm just gonna give it to you.
Yeah, like I would take over the moniker of PB. Like that will
Yeah.
be me.
Yeah, like, cause like, unironically, I have honestly thought about that. Cause like, if I die, no one's gonna take over the channel because my password's locked on my computer, which is behind a password, which not even, like, my family knows or anything, so it's like it's been lost. So I've kind of wondered if I do that. I've been really close to sending you or Wubs just like a file, a document, be like, if you never hear from me, here, just so like the brand can keep going. Because it's a really weird thing to think about. Because now it's like so many people enjoy what I do. I got to plan for after me. Because realistically, I'm not going to spend the next 20, 30 years making metronome videos on generation 15. Like, it's not gonna happen. So, it was a really
No,
weird, like, thought experiment being like, "I have to plan for after me." It's really weird.
yeah. That got dark really fast. Oh my god.
No, it wasn't meant to be dark, but it was also just a thing
But
of,
like,
like
I feel like, yeah, yeah. What do you even do in that scenario? You know, because like if you disappear one day and we never hear from you, and it's like, oh well, there's no more PB, no more random battles. Whoops.
Yeah, no, it'd be really weird, though, and it's like, I kinda gotta prepare for that. I feel like I'll probably just make a document, and I'll, like, have it on a flash drive, and I'll have your address on it. I'll be like, "If I die, send to this address," and I'll have all my information on there for you. Because like,
I
there's
think that's good
probably
to do.
programs that you can, like, make a file that can't be opened unless you, like, give them
I know that
access
has to,
or
right?
no, because I've generally been thinking on this. It may be something I shouldn't have. It'll be like when I'm driving too. So I'll be like, "Oh," as I'm going down the highway, it's like, "Oh, I could really end this now," but like, "Oh, okay, let's not go there." Yeah, no, it's like when you're doing the stuff like that where, like, anything could happen, like, I get hit by a car, and then it's like, "Okay, well, now thinking about it, I can't do anything about it," if you know what I mean.
Like,
It's
as weird as a thought as it is, I do wonder that sometimes as well. Like, yeah, especially during like while I was living at university, the thought dawned upon me, like if I pass right now, what then? You know?
yeah. The worst thing is when you go to bed at night and you're like, what if I just don't wake up in the morning? Like,
Yeah, no,
no,
really.
that is like one of the weirdest feelings. That's like, and well, you gotta think about it in a way of if you don't wake up in the morning, you're not gonna know. Realistically, you should go to bed, however, because if you don't wake up, then it's like you don't know what's
Well, that's
next.
it.
Yeah, no, it's literally like depending on what you believe or what you think will happen, you just don't
Yeah.
know. It's like, okay, no, this is definitely going a lot deeper than I planned for this. So this one just happens like at the hour mark every time is we just slowly get deeper and deeper because like if you listen to the last one, we start talking about like my personal like not my personal but like got more into like how I was doing Instagram stuff and I feel like it got really deep. And now again as we hit the hour mark or 50 something minute mark, we're talking about life and death.
Maybe this all started because, oh, maybe I should give you the Instagram password one day.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will definitely think about that because I do need a plan for the life
Like,
after PB because you never know. I could like go to the military or I could find a job where I don't even have enough time to send you what videos need done. And it's like you may have to just hand it off.
I mean, like I wouldn't mind, like, if worst comes to worst, having to take over. Because,
So
like,
you wouldn't mind becoming
I
PB?
wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking the moniker. Like, it's like the Spider-Man mask. Anyone could wear the mask, you know? Any one of
Yeah.
us could be PB.
Yeah, that's what the mask is.
Yeah.
That's what the point of the mask is. So
I hate you. Like, I heard you say, I was like, he's not gonna follow up. Oh God. Yeah, like that's what I was saying, like with like the workload and stuff. Like I feel like slowly, I've like not encroaching, but like just taking a bit more. It's like just earlier today, I had to not record, like play a game for I think it was Dual Cup 19.
yeah, it was. So maybe we
Yeah,
should
it was.
explain a little bit how this works. We have 3 people on this. Ibs records the videos and edits them, and then we for about half the battles will go into our custom showdown server and then like send us the battle links. So then we have everything all organized so then Ibs can just find the files and just upload it. Well, Ibs well, we didn't get a chance to, so you had to kind of dip into somebody else's territory.
Yeah, I like it is very helpful that we did send the like bracket training info in chat. So like I didn't have to like scramble around for like, oh, what do I do? Do I like upload as ibs? Do I like bring back Breakfast Bandit for this video?
Oh, don't do that.
Hey. Not like too much on the Breakfast
Okay,
Bandit
my
show.
bad. Different episode. I apologize.
Yeah, different episode. Like we're saving that for whenever my interview is.
Yeah, down the road. It'll probably be by the time season 5 ends up starting for you anyway.
Yeah. Also, I've got a lot to say about season two.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna be really exciting. That's gonna be a fun one to look at. That might be a longer episode, just like Papples.
yeah, but yeah, yeah, like I was scrambling for like if it wasn't for having the info just readily available, like, oh, do I have to like make bracket like training 5 and 6, blah blah. But no, it felt very weird like logging in and like I'm playing the game because like I did was I had it split screen, so I had like, one side of my screen player one, the other one be player two, and just like Metro. It was weird. I
It's
don't
really
know how
weird.
we does
It's
it.
funny you say that because that's all I know is recording it and then editing it right afterwards. So it's really funny seeing it from the other side of like your first time.
Yeah, it was really odd. But I will say that game, great game.
It
Like
was.
it was, yeah, Chinchino versus Kabuto. I am a huge Chinchino fan. Like me editing this, put up the picture of my Chinchino plush, and then maybe put my Lilligant plush there as well because I fucking love Lilligant.
You and that
Like,
Lilligant, my goodness.
yeah, like I've tried using it every season. I've been in so like I ran it season 2. I tried using Petal season 3. Then mini season I want to use Lilligant again,
You tried using a
and
whole
I'll
team
get
of
more than that.
them.
Yeah, I threatened to like drop my entire team for 8 Lilligants. Season
But
5, I will be doing that. Don't worry. But like,
yeah.
more on that. Big things coming soon.
Yeah, big thing. So let's get back
Yeah,
onto it. So you said that you're
yeah.
kind of been wanting to slowly take what I do away from it.
Slightly. I'm so much. I'm like willing to like help a lot more because like right now I'm recording, editing, putting it out there on the drive, and that is a lot, right?
I know it's a lot.
But I don't mind.
I kind of feel bad though because it's like it's like the brand I started where it's like I wish to still have a foothold in it and to like not delegate it all off to people, especially because at the moment you guys are just volunteering. Like I don't make money off of Instagram or anything. So it's like this is all just for fun where we're sitting at.
Yeah.
Obviously, when or if we ever do start making money, you guys will be paid weller than you could now. Because right now it's like, oh, I give you 20, 30 bucks for the week for all the hard stuff for all the stuff you do, but it's like that's not fair compensation for like the amount of time you'll spend on it. So I kind of semi feel guilty about making you do more when it's like I should still at least have some priorities.
Like you say that, but then I don't know what it is, but I would feel guilty taking your money. Because like again, I volunteered to do this. Like I'm like, hey, I am free for this. I can help you out in any way, shape, or form. And what for me to like try and like demand money for that just feels weird to me. If you're offering, I'm not gonna say no. But like it feels weird, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel the same way because we started a Minecraft server. And I was like, dude, it's like 60 bucks a month, 60 bucks for 3 months. And like people were like, I want to give you money for it. And I'm like, you can, but then like it feels weird taking it because Rosser,
Yeah.
he's been trying to pay me. I just haven't set up an account yet for him to give me money. It's just like I feel bad taking it because first of all, I make enough money where obviously I'm not stable. I don't have many expenses at the moment. So like all the money I make, I end up pocketing it. But it's like I'm okay enough where I don't need other people's money. Like literally in the general today, Ballhead was trying to pay us off. It's like I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Like you couldn't do it. I'll take that willingly. Like
You'll
100%.
you'll do it. Okay, maybe different morals right there, but so it's like I definitely want to give you more for what you do, but then also I don't want to cross the point where you do everything and then I sit back and like, oh hey, you did that wrong. Because like I don't want to like boss you guys or tell you, oh hey, do it this way. It's like I just send over the schedule for the week and I'm like, just do it however you need to. Just like make sure they're in there by the time you go to bed, or at least
Yeah.
by the time I get up in the morning.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
Because it gives a lot of freedom too is the biggest thing with it. Because it gives you the opportunity to do it in the ways you want to. You can either procrastinate every single day to the night, or you can sit down on a random Wednesday and be like, you know what? Let's get the whole week done.
Yeah, like I really have been enjoying how much freedom I get with the schedule. Again, like a lot like last week, the week before, I've been like very, oh, just day by day, day by day. But in the beginning, I was just able to like rush everything, get it all done. And like also like the freedom of like doing it my way, you know? Like the videos themselves.
Because I gave you
Like the
green
first one, like,
light. Because like
yeah,
right when you started putting little photos on it, you're like, I don't know, should I do this? I'm like, go for it. I'm like, do what you want to do on the videos. Obviously, don't do anything like offensive or over
mhm,
the top, but like make the videos fun, more engaging. Try to get some comments. You have those one images we need to start flashing on the screens. I need you to remember doing that if you
yeah.
haven't yet. Have you started doing that?
Oh wait, no, I haven't yet.
You need to
I
start
haven't
do
had
you next
the
time you
chance.
edit, next time you edit, you need to start doing that. We need to just like sprinkle those in just to like get extra
Yeah, no,
comments and stuff.
yeah, like sometimes like I'll have a lot of fun making a video. Like, oh, that one was really well. Like, it was funny. It was like blah. I think you won't get like no one will talk about it, and I don't know. It's like kind of hurts a tiny bit. Like, it doesn't hurt. But it's like, oh,
Yeah, I also feel like it's just that I don't get like people don't come to analyze the photos. I think it's mostly just because
yeah,
that's how I've always done it is I've never added images into the videos. So like people aren't really looking for them. But like if you
yeah,
like
no,
flash random little things or like wait, why does that thing not have a shell or just stuff like that to like try to get their attention, you could probably easily get more comments about it. And also you got to
I
think
don't.
with the channel slowly growing every day, since you've been doing it for about a month, you're going to get people that only know you, know the videos for that, and they haven't watched the old stuff. So give it enough time, and a good chunk of the audience are going to only know the videos that are edited. And then the people who have been here since the early, really crappy days are going to be the limited one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I will say there's like the Vivian versus Evie game that I saw a couple of comments mention because that game was like really evil for Vivian.
Yeah, no, it was really bad.
Yeah, that was evil. I think it was like a turn two guillotine or something like that.
I don't
Okay.
remember exactly, but like those videos do so well. The quick
Yeah,
OCOs or self-destructs, those are my favorites.
for that, I went into not Photoshop. What is I think it was Photopea or Pixlr, like one of my alternatives. Because I am not paying for Photoshop.
If you got a living wage,
I
you would, but
yeah, maybe. But yeah, I went into like my alternative and spent a good half an hour editing Vivian Bulbapedia image to like be all evil and fucked up. Like, I'll put it on screen now
Thank you,
so you can
editor.
see how.
Alright,
No
can
problem.
you describe it for our audio listeners?
It was the exact same as like regular, except I just turned its smile upside down, made it a little bit angrier, give it red eyes. Like very simple, but like it takes set to be long if you're trying to make it look nice, which I unfortunately try to.
I know that's fair.
Like I can't just like put something out there and have it be like all right, you know, or
Yep.
like
This goes back to your
intentionally be all right.
perfectionist thing, which you're slowly
Like
learning
if I,
that you don't need it when it comes to stuff like this.
yeah, no, that's true.
The amount of things I've misspelled, I've just given up.
You and your spelling is so funny to me because like I generally started questioning at a point if it was
No,
like tiredness or like if you're just dyslexic or what.
on it,
It
well,
depends on the
half
imposter.
well, half the time it's because I go to schedule the videos late at night. So whenever there's like a really dumb like spelling, like or I flip a letter on the Pokemon, it's just that I can't read it and I'm like half awake. But then when it comes
Yeah.
to like just typing in general, if I'm on my computer, it'll be nicer. But on my phone, I just quickly do it, and I have a really bad habit of pressing send before I read it. That's really what it is. I just don't double check before I send it, and I was like, I got a lot to say, and I don't got a lot of time.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
Yeah, I've slowly tried getting better at it because like people honestly think there's like something wrong with me because like I don't know how to spell. Like I generally like I'm not good at spelling, but I shouldn't be that bad at it. It's just one of those things where I need to improve better. Like I sent over Ibs a link to like I'm like test how quick you can type because it's like I was just trying to like make sure I'm not as bad at it. Because when I was posting the podcast on Tuesday, I accidentally spelled feedback wrong. I didn't even realize it until someone texted me about it the next day. It's just like little dumb things like that where it's like I need to just pay slight more attention on it.
No, that is fair. Also, if you can just give me like 5 minutes real quick, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just
ad
come back.
break.
Hey guys, podcast voice here. Funny story, we actually recorded a whole 40 more minutes worth of podcast. However, the audio came out extremely quiet and editor Ibz wasn't able to salvage it in time. We apologize for ending during commercial break, but it turns out you need actual sponsors to go on commercial break. Also, this podcast episode is dropping late. Man, the editor really does suck at his job. We really hope you enjoyed listening to PB and IB's ramble on for the past hour. Hopefully, you'll stick around for the future of the podcast. IB's will be back soon for his Season 3 champion interview, so look out for that. P.S. We might try and save part 2 of this episode. Big things coming soon.